Hello everyone, welcome to this practice session on Pranayama, where for the next few minutes we are going to be doing some breath work, simply being and regulating your breath and slowing down. Okay, so before we begin, we always chant the starting mantra or the opening prayer. If you know the chant, you can sing along with me, otherwise just listen to me. Sit in a comfortable position. You can sit cross-legged the way I'm sitting. You can even sit on a chair if you want. Pranayama doesn't require you to be seated on a mat. As long as you are able to sit with your back straight, that is more than enough for pranayama. So feel free to sit on a couch or even on your bed or on a chair. Okay? Close your eyes. Bring your hands in front of your chest in the Namaste position. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now release your hands and place them on your knees and slowly blink open your eyes. So let's begin with understanding what prana really means. Prana is often misunderstood as simply your breath. Prana is not only your breath. Prana is basically the energy that's required for your bodily functions, whether it's your digestive system or your respiratory system, your cardiovascular system, your reproductive system. All the energy that is responsible for making the organs in your body function properly is actually called prana. And how do we achieve that? We are given a very simple and a very effective tool to regulate those functions in your body, and that simple tool is your breath. So in our day-to-day lives, we are barely able to sit down by ourselves and pay attention and regulate our breathing. So take these next few minutes as an opportunity to just be by yourself, pay attention to your breath and do some breath work here, okay? So let's start. The first practice is going to be Kapalabhati. We usually always start with Kapalabhati because it's sort of a pre-pranayama practice that helps your breath really slow down and your mind slow down, so you can practice more meditative exercises after Kapalabhati. Okay, so also remember, for Kapalabhati, if you have hypertension, just go slow, or you can just completely avoid it if you feel that you're getting dizzy in the middle of the practice or you're hyperventilating in the middle of the practice. Just stop the practice. Try to go slow if possible. If not, just completely stop the practice and simply relax. Okay. Also, women who are menstruating, please avoid Kapalabhati because it can stimulate the organs in your abdomen area, and we don't want to mess around with your cycles at that point. Okay. With that, let's start. Kapalabhati is active exhalation and passive inhalation. Now what that means is that you're going to actively exhale, actively and vigorously exhale, and you're going to passively inhale. So your inhalation is almost like you don't know that you're inhaling. It's simply a way to relax after an active exhalation. It's pretty much going to sound like this. Okay, we're going to try and target about 60 breaths per minute. You can place your hands, make a fist of your hands, place it in front of your navel. This is called the Brahma Mudra, or simply place your palms on your abdomen and feel those movements when you're doing Kapalabhati. Okay, let's begin. I'll give you cues so you can pace the breath work during Kapalabhati. I'm going to say Om 1, Om 2. So with every number, you're going to actively exhale out. Okay, let's get started. Remember, keep your back straight, spine erect, hands in front of your navel, close your eyes, and let's begin. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8, Om 9, Om 10, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8, Om 9, Om 10. Continue. Remember, in the middle of the practice, if you feel dizzy or lightheaded, just stop the practice and simply relax. Otherwise, keep continuing. Breathing out from your abdomen always. And also remember to keep your back straight. There's a tendency your back may end up being curved, so always have awareness on your back. Continue. And gently stop the practice. Release your hands and place them on your knees. Take a long deep inhalation and a long deep exhalation. Keeping your eyes closed, now simply observe your breath. Observe if your breath has slowed down. And when your breath slows down, your mind slows down. We'll do the second round of Kapalabhati now, maybe a little faster. We'll try to target about 120 breaths per minute. My counting is going to sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So with every number, you're going to actively exhale out. Always remember your limitations. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, please slow down to about 60 breaths per minute, or you can just simply stop the practice and relax. Hands in Brahma Mudra in front of your navel, and let's begin. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10. Continue. Breathing from your abdomen always. Keep your back straight, and remember, if you feel if you have hypertension, if you feel hyperventilated or dizziness, just slow down or just stop the practice. Slow down and gently stop the practice. Release your hands and place them on your knees. Keeping your eyes closed, take a long deep inhalation and a long deep exhalation. And simply observe your breath for a few moments here. See if your breath has further slowed down from the previous round. Notice if after your next exhalation, you don't feel an urgency to inhale and you're simply comfortable for a few moments in that suspended state of breath. Remember, this is not holding your breath. Never hold your breath. If you're able to notice those very few moments, maybe even 1 or 2 seconds where there is no urgency to inhale again, and you're simply comfortable being in that suspended state of breath. This automatic cessation of breath is called Kevala Kumbhaka. You may not notice it today, you may not notice it tomorrow with your practice, but remember, as you practice Kapalabhati more and more, that automatic cessation of breath gets slightly longer and longer. As your breath slows down, your mind slows down, and this clarity of thought. Kapala is the forehead region, and Bhati is the shining in your forehead region or your skull region, bringing that clarity of thought. Okay, gently open your eyes. Next, we'll do Nadi Shuddhi or Anulom Vilom, or what's called the alternate nostril breathing. So again, anybody who has a cold or a deviated septum or blockages in your nasal, simply relax. Don't avoid this practice. Simply relax and just observe your breath. Okay, so for Anulom Vilom, you're going to use your right hand into what's called the Nasika Mudra, where your first 2 fingers are curled inside and the other 3 fingers are stretched out. You're going to use your thumb to close your right nostril, and you're going to use your ring finger to close your left nostril. In alternate nostril breathing, we're going to be breathing from one nostril, exhaling and inhaling from one nostril at a time. Okay, and your left hand can be simply placed on your knees. So first, take a long deep inhalation. Now use your thumb to close your right nostril and exhale from your left. Inhale from your left. Close your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale from your right. Inhale from right. Switch and exhale from left. Continue this pattern of breathing at your own pace. Remember, there's no urgency to inhale or exhale here. Simply be comfortable with your own breathing. You can go as slow as possible. With this exhale-inhale pattern through one nose, you're almost forming the shape of an infinity sign. Remember, if you feel that your right hand starts hurting in the middle of the practice, you can feel free to switch hands. Anulom Vilom helps in balancing your nasal tract and opening up those airways, helping the air to flow freely when you're breathing. It also balances your solar and lunar energies in your body, that is, bringing in that fire in your body that's required for bodily functions, and also the calmness and tranquility that's required for your nervous system. Now, after your next exhalation, release your hands, place them on your knees. Take a long, deep inhalation and a long, deep exhalation. Simply observe your breath. If you feel your legs have numbed, feel free to move it a little bit. Next, we're going to do about 3 rounds of Brahmari. So for Brahmari, if you have a sore throat, avoid the practice. In that case, simply stay relaxed and observe your breath. In Brahmari, we are going to be uttering the humming bee sound. So you're going to place your tongue on the upper side of your palate, and you're going to, when you're exhaling, you're going to utter the sound of a humming bee, which is going to sound like this. Okay, we'll do this for 3 rounds. Inhale. Inhale. Last round. Inhale. Observe your breath. Brahmari is an excellent practice to totally calm your nervous system down. It brings in that coolness and tranquility to your mind. Sometimes you can feel the vibrations in your forehead region after a Brahmari practice. Consistent practice of Brahmari also cultures your voice and helps with your vocal cords. Okay, now let's end the practice by chanting 3 Omkaras. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands in front of your chest into the Namaste position. Inhale. 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 And whenever you're ready, simply and slowly blink open your eyes. Namaste and thank you everybody. I hope this pranayama session was relaxing and you were able to stay with your breath. Consistent practice of pranayama is very beneficial. I hope you're able to do at least 10 minutes of pranayama every day. Thank you and have a good day.